gamers, what is up? This is Trey Guillotine with a new video of What You Gaming On, where we ask every episode, at the beginning of the episode, what are you gaming on? So if you want your answer featured in an upcoming video of What You Gaming On, go ahead and leave that, what game you're playing, what you like about it, what you don't like about it in the comments of this video, or on any of my social media, which you can find at Trey Guillotine on pretty much any of the social media. And your answer will be featured in an upcoming video. For right now, we're going to go ahead and jump in what I've been gaming on, and I am about to go into and play some Outer Worlds. I admit I have played this a little bit when it first came out, like a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to kind of do a deep dive now. So we're going to start a new game, and we're going to get into it. Yes, I'm going to go story, because I like the story. I said story mode. Okay. Subtitles. Yes.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Like the whole space corporation thing reminds me a lot of Borderlands. Phineas Vernon Wells.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay, so... Melee, heavy weapons, block, inspiration, dexterity is handguns. What about long guns? Okay, let's put one in strength. Let's put one in strength and dexterity. Let's put one in arm. Two-handed, one melee. Temperament, I mean... Perception, yeah, I don't need that. Intelligence, yeah, I'm fine with being average, of average intelligence. Okay. Oh, well, in that case, let's go... high strength, high charm. I'm strong and persuasive. Okay, I want
We'll put
definite
those
ranged.
marksmanship scores to good use.
I would love defense.
You're going to be hard to kill, though not from lack of
Yeah.
trying.
Ranged and defense sound good. No discernible aptitude. Colonist. It sounded like a nice entry-level career for a person with skills. Expanding human reach by civilizing the frontier was ambitious enough without worrying about your day job. You had the rest of your life to decide how to be useful in Halcyon. I'm not going to read all of these because that's a lot, but we're going to look. So determination +1, drink effect duration, block, persuade, cashier, some cash. No transaction is without a smile. You live for the of a bit cartridge getting inserted right side up, the redemption of loyalty, and the promise of a good day. Real soon, bye-bye now, are more than empty words. Promise and a standard on carrying to the frontier. You get a +1 to persuade. Maybe I should look for a +1 to intelligence since I didn't put one in that, which I guess science. I'm a science assistant. You have test tubes to develop a keen goes in them and why. Maybe you didn't get in this business to mop up the leaving experiments, but that's the job. Even if you can't what happens in the lab, and at least learn from and enjoy some colorful nightmares. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I wonder what experiments you were subjected to.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I was still streaming. Okay. Let's go male. Face. I'm not gonna get too picky about this because I kind of just want to jump right in. Yeah, that one works. Skin tone, eye color, green. There we go. Hair. Like I can barely see the hair. It's because it's dark against dark. Let's do hair color so I can actually see the hair being moved. Hold up. Sorry. Just got a interesting text message. Hair color. Yeah, let's leave it at that while I just pick the style. Actually, you know what? Okay, so that's cool. Never mind, just give me 1 second. Sorry. Sorry, just kind of got a text message that was like, oh hey, BT Dubs, emergency. And I was like, oh shit. But we're good. Okay. Honestly, I'm going to go with the first one. Not that. Yes, I'm going to go with that first one, not the afro. Hair color, let's get it to brown. Some nice mutton chop action. Yeah, we're gonna go full beard. Features, makeup, dirt, scar. Let's see if we can get a scar in the right eye like I like. Yeah, that looks good. What's my name? Screw it. Yeah, sure, that sounds good.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
That was exciting.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. It drives.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
He'll be what? He'll be what? I have an issue with buttons. Remember the hope we were on.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Oof. Well, I'm glad I know what those buttons already do.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well,
That
no
sucks.
sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I
Yes.
trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Yeah, you seem real broken up about it. Little lizard. Hi, little lizard. Goodbye, little lizard. More little lizards. What are you called? You are a... What are you? Come on, give me the name. I can't read it. It keeps running away before I can read it. A sprat. It is a sprat. Yeah, sprint. Okay, got it. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't love the first-person aspect of this. What even hiding? Oh, those. Like Fallout New Vegas, so I don't see why they couldn't have done the same and made it like you could switch between shit. Is that bad? That seems really bad. I don't even have a gun yet. Switch between first and third person, just saying.
Easy now. You've
Whoa.
been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Did I just break my leg? No, I don't have any legs. Hey, buddy.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan.
This sounds
We were
like
out
a
on
cult.
patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Gonna say, the facial animations are really good.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got
Using
some
that
spare
for
ammo.
sweet.
Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Nailed it.
What just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Tactical time dilation. So it slows things down. Cool. Oh shit. Where'd the other dude's body go? Oh, I don't want to kill a Sprite. Did I disintegrate him? Food. Alright, cool. You also said something about a saber. Hey, gravity. Weapon management. Okay, so let's put that there, and then I think Y was changed. Yeah! Hiya! Yeah, it's pretty cool so far. As far as I know, no, Gravity, it is not multiplayer, which I think is kind of strange. Like, I feel like that's something they could do if they really wanted to. Boom. Headshot. The world looks really cool too. I mean, like everything looks good in this game so far. Like it looks good. Not perfect, but good.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Nope.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
I really have this whole Spacer's Choice thing down pat, don't you?
Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just,
Is it though?
Need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Yeah, sure. I really want to say this. Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey. Or I could persuade. Fuck it, let's do it.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Fuck yeah, lamination. Let's do this. Okay, what do we got here? Like, I really want...
This is gonna take
I really want a rifle.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
Yeah, I'm gonna get right on
Hello,
that.
Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I've been programmed to express disappointment.
It's okay, we all feel like that sometimes.
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Sure.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator in a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge
Sure thing, Ada.
identifies me, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
That's what I'm gonna name my boat when I buy one.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Alright. Skill elements. Yes, I leveled up. Okay. I have 10 points available. Cool. So, let's put one in melee. Let's put one in ranged. Let's put one in defense. Dialogue. Tech. Dialogue. Defense. Ranged. Melee. And I'll throw one in stealth. No tech. I don't have any companions yet. Dialogue, combat skills, and attacking. Okay, are we good now? Let's see, I know, I thought I picked up some armor. I did, okay. also no. Wait, shit. I didn't see if I got it. Yes, I get it. Okay, yeah, always go health. No, I did not. So if I got some new weapon or something. Okay.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well,
Yes.
mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I had no idea
it's
we had an
cool.
inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not
it's
too
cool,
far.
good.
Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Common mistake. Real pretty. I'm shooting like a stormtrooper. Boom. Boom. Sweet. I do like the actual action. Not gonna lie. Let's biggity bounce.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money, means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. All except that is. He's over bad.
Alright, peace. Yeah, journal. That's not what I wanted to do. Journal. Yeah, what's that? So, how you doing? That's good. Nice to hear you're doing well. Just waiting for it to load. Man, remember Tony Hawk's American Wasteland? And there were going to be like no loading screens. And I don't remember how successful it was on that, but still. Alright. Excuse me. That sounded like it just came right out of Firefly. Hey guys, what's up? Just gonna use the elevator over here.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest.
What's up?
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in
Cool.
the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
You say mostly abandoned. What do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
How can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's
Cute.
all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great!
Sure, I could use the
I got
company.
wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just... And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just...
No, you're coming.
Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figures Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Did you know this Adelaide
Mr.
Reed
Bennett?
mentioned?
Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
You can't leave it at that. Why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her.
How well do you know the deserters? You worked with them. You're friends or
I
what?
don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Can't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's
Cult.
got the one the rest whisper about. Mr.
Cult.
Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out.
Alright, let's go see the whatever the hell she called him. Where is the door? If I were a door, where would I be? Oh, right there.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Same. That's how I feel about any church.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb
Sounds like
as
an
well.
energy drink.
How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Pavardi wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant, cut off the power to Adelaide deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
I assumed it wasn't safe at all.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Okay, hold up. I want to see something. Okay. If you don't mind about unsolicited advice, it is not as safe as you might assume. I asked, and why is that? And he just started talking about this book. So, I mean, this is something that I noticed the first time I played this game, that there's a lot of dialogue choices that just really don't match up.
I have a regular service at noon on... It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name Mbakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Yeah, like I'll ask a question and then their answer seems completely random. Like they didn't even hear the question or something. So it's something I noticed before. We'll see if I get any more examples of that going forward. Okay, so now where do I go? Around this way, I guess. And I'm not really focusing on side quests right now. I kind of just want to do the main quests right now. Run. Oh, space road, take me home to the place I belong, the outer worlds, space highway, take me home, space road. Like, I can't get over how much this game just feels like Fallout. Even the music feels exactly like Fallout. Are those leaves or bugs? They are leaves. Yeah, seriously, even the music sounds like Fallout. Like, this game is Fallout meets Borderlands. Is that a person? No, it's a tree. Word deferred. Huh. Okay. Maybe we can try this way. There's bad guys ahead. And I still have no rifle. Fucking die. Punk. Oh wait, that was Pavardi. Crap.
That's the last of them.
That was fun. Earrings? How pretty. Take anything good? Like, I would like to change this, please. Why? How do I... Okay, how do I unequip it? Whatever. Alright, back on the road. I mean, this town's powered up and doesn't look like anyone's here. Why can't I just take this one? Also, I love how I'm told I've been in cryo for like 70 years past what I needed, and there's no like, oh my god, where's my family? Or my friends, or I don't know, something. Shit. Yay. Let's put one in stealth, because I didn't put one in stealth last time. Leadership. Tech. Dialogue, defense, ranged. Defense, dialogue, ranged, melee. Works for me. I have no perk points available. What's up, girl?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Oh, really? I'd love to speak with him.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Yeah, okay.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to repair my ship.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet.
Don't want to come work on my ship?
That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry about it. I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Ooh, pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles
place is
with
way
Edgewater,
nicer than
leave them at
Edgewater.
the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying
Who's
long?
Thomas?
You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
I'd hope so.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living in a power that belongs to the town. Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp is a power regulator. I need it for my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Yeah, that does sound...
I trust you will listen
good.
to your conscience.
I mean, I definitely like these guys more than people in Edgewater. I hope this is the right way. It is not. Also not the right way.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Where's Thomas? I want to see your stalker boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Oh crap. Shit. That explosion effect, like after effect, is actually kind of cool. that looks like fireworks, not like plant stuff. Huh, okay. Robots. I mean, he gave me a key, so I have to imagine it goes or I could just walk in like this. Oh, yes. Assault rifle. Let's fuck shit up. Hello, robot. We come in peace. Crap. Kick their ass. Really wish I had some ammo though. From the planet to your living room. Like, I can't tell if he's... It looks like he's rowing, but he's definitely screwing. Turning. Whatever.
The control room should be off to the right. I
What's
hope we're doing the right
this?
thing.
Unexpected noise performance.
Where do they all come from? Jesus. You'd think there was a boss in here. Safety failures detected, highlighting a moderate distress. Power is an irreversible procedure. Power failed. Manual override required. Please activate all 3 track switches. Track switches. Alright.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
So just to give you some context, I'm probably going to divert the power to the chemical plant, to Adelaide's people. Because I did another, because that grave, like... Hi. Because that little grave thing. You find out that, like, this place sucks. Edgewater sucks. So, I'm not gonna feel bad. Unlock door. Enter passcode. Yeah, I just wanna... I know, I'm not exploring and stuff. Kinda just... Like, that's the other thing about this game is that there's a lot to go through. And it's definitely this old school style of RPG, which I like, but it's definitely a slow game. And I want to get to the end of this part. Okay. Robots. Ow. Sorry.
Two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale? Something you need?
I mean, you asked me a question. I was trying to answer it.
Get away!
What's in here? It's locked anyway. Ugh.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Like sweeping.
Watch out!
Required for that case.
There you are.
Got 'em all.
Oh, that was you. I don't know where that other dude is.
Want to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
How about we just shut them both down? No, it's not a good idea. Neutrality only helps the oppressor.
Halt. All creeping through the area.
Look out! Nice one!
Okay.
The last. I'm not sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Fuck it, I'm giving the power to Adelaide and her people. Although I'm sure there's going to be some unintended consequence of taking the power away from Edgewater that I'll have to deal with.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Redirecting power. Okay, here we go. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater and Botanical Library. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure, so redirect power to Edgewater or redirect power to Botanical Laboratory. I mean... like, my issue is sending the deserters back to Edgewater would just make that corporation and that corporate culture stronger. I mean, they're paying for their own graves. They're paying rent for their own graves. Like, it's stuff like that I'm like, seriously? And you would want to think that if they got their people back, things would be better. But, you know, that's not how things work. God damn it. Fine. Alright, now where's the power regulator? Like a waypoint would be great right now. Yeah, because I'm really just kind of wandering in circles at this point. That's the bathroom.
I think you did the...
Do you think the riot's thing because something a lot of people put up on other people care for him? I need you to move. How do I get back? How do I get out of here? Bro, you okay? Let me out. How do I get out? Okay. It's on the other side of this door. Okay. So, I'll go through. Aha! Found it. That is an ugly motherfucker. Robot? Thought I took the power out. Alright, I guess I'll just go around. Yeah, I'm not walking through the wilderness this time. I'm just going to take the road. What in the shit is that? Aside from something from my nightmares. Sorry, I pressed Y. I wanted to jump, but I pressed Y, you know, like Fallout. Sorry, guys. Look, guys, I know you're going to be mad, but think of this as an opportunity. As soon as I find the door.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Well... Well, then come back to Edgewater and fucking take him out. Shit.
As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those are my terms.
Oh, that's easy.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth.
You sound
the secret
crazy.
is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
What? What happens when you run out of corpses?
Edgewater Cemetery's got plenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
I mean, I guess if you're not killing people to do it. I don't know how I feel about this. Look, guys, are you cannibals now?
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I've seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I can give you some pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
Would you? I'd be grateful.
You won't survive without power. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself.
Yeah, I'll get on it.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
There's nothing left for you here. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
The matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying put until I know what's become of Zoe. Don't want that question haunting me all the way back to the cannery.
Alright. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go. Which way is that? I want to go this way. I think. Yes, this way? Not this way. Follow the road. Is there a fast travel? Fast travel. Yes. Yeah, personally, I have no qualms about a corporate dude. I did not fast travel far enough. Anyone else? Now I'm lost. Well, that looks interesting. Featuring real monsters from the world. Man, this loading time's killing me. Two guards and him. I like those odds.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
As soon as you leave.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice.
Fuck Spacer's Choice.
I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town. Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child or someone else's. She's never forgiven, she ever will. I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave.
Yeah, I can.
I'm a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Wow, you should be thrown out just on that sentence alone. This town doesn't need anything but salt tuna. Of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna.
Pretty sure it's your food that's making you sick. What exactly are you putting in those cans?
Processed, liquefied, retextured salt tuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly salt tuna. We've been experiencing a salt tuna shortage, you see. So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like salt tuna in the end.
Jesus. You're so fired.
Couple years, give or take. Right around the time the first wave of plagues hit the town. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
Adelaide's found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Look, Reed, all I know is that it involves some really complicated math, and it works. She's been using human corpses in her fertilizer.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Take care. Peace. And that's where we're going to end this stream tonight. So if you like this game, let me know what you think of it in the comments. And remember, if you want your answer featured in an upcoming video, let me know the game you're playing, what you like about it, what you don't like about it in the comments of this video or on any of my social media. If you want to check out any of my other content on YouTube or on my own blog, that's a lot of written content and some of the articles I'm writing for the UNO Driftwood newspaper, you can check that out at treyguillotine.blogspot.com. If trying to remember if there's anything I'm missing, share the video around so others can join in the conversation, and subscribe to my channel to geek out some more. Thanks for watching. Have fun.